We're live. Hello everybody, welcome back to the League of Ireland. This is Tier 2 after a long 2-week gap. We are back. It's Tier 2, second last race of the season around the Interlagos circuit in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm Colin B289 and joining me this evening is Cav. Now usually we would be in the pit lane, but we are in the main menu for the moment because we're going to actually talk you through the championship standings before we get underway. So McGee is leading the World Championship on 103 points. 10 points ahead is 10 points ahead of Rory Drain in second. You've Real Johnny and Jack Carty on 92 points in third and fourth, and Dylan on 90 in fifth. So Cav, I mean P1 recently in the championship is not the place you want to be, so that's going to be interesting to see how all that works out tonight.
Yeah, I think we've learned over the last few weeks P1 has been a curse, so McGee will be hoping just to obviously have a solid result tonight and please God maintain a lead into the last race in Singapore.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, just message out the way to chat there if you don't mind. But lads, ready up. Let's get on with it.
Let's go.
If you're listening, ready up. Oh, that Ryan just joined out.
It is indeed. Right on time.
Do you not have a wet setup, Johnny? You've had to do 2 weeks to prepare for it, mate, unfortunately, so that's a bit of an issue. So, yeah, I mean, these championship contenders in the race this evening, they really don't want to be making unforced errors like behind the safety car. You really don't want to be getting silly drive-through penalties behind the safety car. Isn't that right, Cal?
Oh, I'm still serving those drive-throughs. Let us not talk about the Tier 4 race. We're here to talk about Tier 2 and we have plenty to talk about today.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, first of all, congratulations to Eloy Kichige yesterday for wrapping up the Tier 4 World Championship. To be fair, it was no real surprise. It was kind of inevitable, but well done to him anyway. And hopefully tonight's one mightn't be wrapped up. It might be. McGee has a chance to wrap it up tonight, but he needs a lot of results to go his way, and he needs the race win, of course, to be able to do it.
Absolutely.
How is it going, Ryan? Have we have a dry quali? Any update on the race, lads? Because Brazil can be wet, which we know.
Just let us know how the audio is there as well, lads, if you don't mind, please.
Sorry for the old little sore throat I'm kind of suffering with, but we'll get on with it.
It's the end result of a long season of LOI, I think.
Seems you're on comments twice a week, every week, isn't it?
You can't get enough of it.
I know. And I'm shooting at my own TV for my own races.
So yeah, we have 5 lads still in this battle, and they'll all be very nervous to stay in it coming into the last race. Certainly, you do not want to have a big gap coming into Singapore.
No, you don't. Dry race. Oh, no.
You know what that means.
We're going to be wet tomorrow, aren't we?
We are. You'll love it. No. And we have one of the first cars coming out is LOI Darwise, if my pit lane eye is correct.
Yeah, I think so.
And then everyone's following him.
You could see some lads trying to settle up here on the mediums just to get a bit of a sighter in.
Very true.
Where are we, Danjo?
Evening, neighbour. Myself and Danjo recently discovered we are literally down the road from each other.
Dan actually told me that earlier on this afternoon.
Bizarre. Small world.
Absolutely. Also, everyone, just for more information, the Constructors' Championship in Tier 2 has gotten very close recently. Ferrari are only 3 points behind Aston Martin in the Constructors' Championship. You have Red Bull in third, Williams in fourth, and there's only 31 points covering the top 4, so that can happen yet. Alfa Romeo, I can't see them on the top, unfortunately. I don't know where they are.
Don't you worry about that, Colin. No bias in this box as always.
Oh, absolutely not. Never in a million years. So let's
hopefully
go
we might get to see a car other than the Aston Martins on the coverage tonight.
We will see. Let's go on with LOI Darwise here. Let's take us through a lap of Sao Paulo. Very short track this is. Turn 1 in third gear. Easy to invalidate 2. Turn 3 is absolutely flat out. Stays to the left hand side for the shortest run. DRS wide open. You brake here about 75 metres or so in fourth gear. Just a little bit of understeer for Darwise. 5's absolutely flat. Turn 6, very tricky corners. You downshift twice for 6th gear. 7's flat. And then 8 down to 2nd gear. Short shift to 3rd on the exit. And Darwise didn't do that, but that's okay. 3rd for 9. Up the hill for 10. Tricky right hander. Tricky on traction this now. Flat out 11. Gotta believe the car will stick. Turn 12 and brake around the 50 metre board into 3rd gear, and now this run 13 flat, 14 flat, all the way up to the finish line in the final sector. Stay as far left as you can get away with, because that is the shortest run to the line. And otherwise, Darwise's banker lap time is a 1 minute 7.5. Can section 116 beat that behind? He matches it, so good time.
Wow.
From otherwise Darwise. Here comes Irish Gary. Dylan's on an 8-1 on the mediums, and Gary does a 7-7.
Does. Flemo sets a 7-6 as well, so as we've
guy,
seen all season, not much here.
7-5 banker, so Keller's coming now. And Keller does a 7-4, and he goes ahead. Darwise. And funny guy, here comes Joshinator coming up to the line now. Can he beat that lap time? No, he doesn't. He is P17. Johnny on the mediums goes P8. Here's Spider-Man coming up to the line. Gary drove behind, hasn't validated. So Spider-Man, he does a 7-3. So he goes to provisional pole after the first lap. Darwise is coming back in the pits.
It's an excellent banker from Spider-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably Flemo on an in-lap or something. No, Flemo keeps going. And Flemo goes P3 on a 7.4. So good lap there from Flemo on 2-lap old soft tyres. I think it's Mayo Man coming to the line, and he is an 8-4. Is Gary up on his lap? No, he isn't.
So we've already surpassed last night's pole time.
Absolutely. Just for information for everybody as well, that Jack Carty showed you a better lap here, and he's an 8-3. For information for everybody, Ben Ratcliffe and Conzo will start from the back of the grid, and that is because of they have a quali ban for this race this evening, so it will be tough to make your way through the pack here.
Gary Drobro coming to the line.
Oh, is it Gary Drow?
Yes.
And he goes a 7-4, second fastest for Gary Drobro. So yeah, this is interesting so far. I actually did a short quali with some of these guys a while ago, and the fastest lap time was a 6-8 from Dylan. So we'll see if we can get up to there again later. Guido's got an interesting comment for you there in the chat, Cav, if you were looking.
Don't want to talk about my Wi-Fi or drive-through penalties tonight, thank you.
Yeah, alright. It will come up again, don't you worry about it.
I know it will. You will not let me forget that.
Never. Let's go on board with the Alpha Tauri driver of Knockback here in the middle sector.
One of the newer drivers to the league. Very impressive so far.
Very solid driver, racing him myself in the practice races.
Very clean as well, in fairness to him. Tends to stay out of trouble.
He does indeed. Coming to the line now. Nice one, Jono. Knockback does an 8 flat, so he is P11 at the moment. Let's go on board with championship leader McGee in the Red Bull.
I'm just ignoring these comments at that stage. I'm getting bullied in the chat here.
Well, I suppose you're going to have to take it, aren't you?
In fairness to Dan, I do think a sweepstake of in what way I'm going to destroy my race next week would be interesting. What haven't I done yet?
Yeah,
So McGee coming to the line.
I mean, you've ran out of fuel and you've had a drive through behind the safety car on 2 occasions. McGee does a 7-7, so you don't look at that. He's only just 3/10 off pole. He's P10.
But yeah,
oh, he spun!
Yeah.
Oh, he's lost his front wing. The curse of the championship lead has nearly struck again.
Ooh.
Well, Tommy, how did you get?
Most importantly, he's still in quali.
I have no idea. I can't see the track map now. Is anyone coming to the line? Anyone on the lap? Not Gak. No, he's coming in the pits.
No. So there's an Alpine coming around, but I don't know if they're on a lap.
It is funny guy, so we'll go with him. He's 3/10 up. Oh, this could be. If you got the last corner right. So the Alpine, a funny guy, does a 7 flat. So that's
wow.
A better benchmark. Here comes Dylan. And he does a 7 flat as well.
5,000.
5,000 between the two drivers. Excellent stuff.
Quali Merchant, Lucifer strikes again.
And Real Johnny's 8/10 up here on this lap. So how close can he get to those 2 lap times? Oh, he's a 10th off only. Excuse me. Another lap. Section's going to complete a lap here, is he? No, Stairway's crossing the line. So who is on a lap? Aspect is still in the pits. It is Mayo, is it on a lap?
Mayo is just started
Who's
a lap.
in the middle sector? Oh, funny guy coming back in the pits, I reckon. Let's go on with a McLaren in the section 116. Might be getting a bit of a distance upstream off Dylan. Oh, he's only 300s up. Funny guy pits. Dylan will swing left surely into the pit lane, which he does.
Section steals a bit of slipstream.
He's a 7.5. He's a little bit off the pace at the moment.
Yes, would have expected more from Section.
So Jack Carty is 8/10 up in the last sector.
Yeah, gone from the mediums to the softs, obviously.
And Jack does a 1 minute 7.3, so at the moment he is P5. Mayo goes 14th on a 1 minute 7.9. Josh Naylor coming across the line, he goes P4 on a 7.3 as well. Look at that, just that way, 2/10 off P4 and he's P11.
Yeah, 1 second from 4th to 16th. And I tell you, Rory Drain's just come out of pits. He's under pressure now to get himself up that order if he wants to stay in contention.
Absolutely. We'll go with Gary Droll here. He's 1,000th of a second up in the first sector. He's improving at least. Here we go, now here comes the jinx. No, he's 2/10 up.
And 2/10 will gain you a lot of positions in this tier.
Oh, absolutely it will. So, how far up, and if he might gain time in the final sector. So, can Gary Droll get higher up the grid than 7th? He does, he's P3.
Oh, excellent lap. Fresh off his win in the US.
Absolutely, fantastic win it was. That was a fantastic race actually, watching that one back.
That was one of our best this season, I think.
That was definitely up there. Gary's 4/10 up, nearly half second up. So they're all starting to bunch up again, aren't they? The low 1 minute 7s.
Yep.
I thought pole position would be a 6.9 before we started, but Gary does a 7.3.
We might even see them get below that.
Might do. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Why is Aspect still in the pit? There's Kelly now. 3/10 up. Got P5 as well now, so tell you what, if the grid was to stay like this, it'd be very interesting with McGee down in 13th.
And Rory Drain is invalidated, so that is not good. And his first lap on those set of softs, he's going to have to charge up and go again.
Absolutely.
7.9 isn't going to do it for him.
So he's got Funny Guy and Dylan on a lap here behind. Gary Droll's coming in the pit lane. And that's Josh Naylor behind him. Is he on a fast one? He is, so we'll go with him. Just a little bit up on his lap time. And he pits. So mustn't have got the exit right.
So who's next? I'm coming around on an out lap.
Oh jeez.
Kella's coming into the pits.
Funny guy, 9/10 down on his lap. Dylan's, oh, he loses the rear, and that's the end of that lap for him.
Knockout goes
Over 11th.
into 11th, yeah. 107.5. Great lap.
Nobody on a lap at the moment, I don't think. Flemo's on one,
No.
let's go with him. He's 2/10 up in the first sector.
Oh, he's lost it.
Saves it.
He does.
How much time would he have lost from that though? I would have said quite a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. Stopped him getting the power down for a long time there.
Downshift into it's still a 10th up.
Wow.
So there's a lot of time in that lap for Flemo,
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely has the 4 tenths he needs to catch a funny guy. But no, he's abandoning it. He's going to
I
go for
think-
one more,
I
I'd
think-
say.
I think that's a good call
Agree with you.
on that one. Let's go the other way, Ryan, shall we?
P10 isn't a bad place for him to be either at the moment.
300s up, make that 3/10 up. Needs to do a bit better than that. Funny guy,
Funny.
6.9, there we go.
So we're into the sixes.
He's going to have to get around pretty quickly though to get another lap in.
So Ryan all the way to the line.
And he got
7.6.
P14, so he's 7/10 off pole. P14. So it will be Section probably the next one now to cross the line, because I think Funny Guy will come in the pits. We'll just go with him just in case, but Funny Guy's right behind him, so it will be Josh and Ada. So we'll go with Josh here. One of our 9 winners this season out of 10 races, which is absolutely ridiculous.
That's brilliant.
So Josh in the first sector, and he is 700s up, which is good for the first sector, 'cause it's such a short sector. This is the sector really where you want to be making up all the time.
Exactly. I feel like this flowing section through 7, 8 and 9, you just can lose so much
Yeah.
very easily.
It's about a minute then. So Josh is 2/10 up, so how far up can he get now?
Needs
Can
to add
he-
another bit to it if he wants to get pole.
Can he get up there with Funny Guy? Is he up there with him? He is! A 6.9, so
Wow.
he gets on the front row. Dylan invalidates. That's a bad time for him to do that. Let's see, go on board with section 116. Rory Drain gets out of his way. He's half second up. So section mightn't be far off the front row of the grid as he's got, as long as he keeps it clean through here.
Yeah, this is going to be close.
When's it never not close in tier 2?
It's a fair point.
There's section. Oh, he does a 9 as well!
Splits them. Wow. Really well done.
Spider-Man is a 10.5 up on his lap time. Who's coming to the line now? Is it McGee coming to the line? No, it's Ryan. He's starting a lap, so he's obviously made a mistake on his first one. Oh wait, this is Ryan on 3 lap old tyres. Mercedes of Dylan. Who's coming? Red Bull. It's McGee, I assume, on an out lap. So it will be Aspect would be next one across the line, but he's not on the lap. It's Gary Drow. No, it's Jack Carty next across the line. Sorry for all the flicking around, lads. And Jack goes P6,
Six.
7-1 with that lap. So Spider-Man behind him. And he is only a tenth quicker. I thought he'd be quicker than that. Aspects retired. On track or in the pits? On track, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We'll get a look here because Flemo's about to pass him. Can someone check that, please? We'll go here with McGee. Championship leader under pressure here, P15. Oh, he's miles off the pace.
Yeah, he's going to go for one more.
Coming out turn 1. Josh is in the pits, so top 3 are in the pits. And want to prove Jack Carey spins out of the last corner, and that's going to completely ruin his quality. So the best he can do is P6. Spider-Man
Checker flag is out, Colin.
Checker flag is now out, so Spider-Man has now invalidated. Flemo pits. So Spider is also out of it.
Rory Drain coming to the line. He needs a big improvement here.
And he's only a little bit up at the moment though. And Rory goes P16 only. And McGee spins!
Oh,
McGee has spun it! And he's going to hit the wall. Oh no, the championship leader, P15 on the grid. You love that sound, don't you?
I do. I absolutely adore it. That is unbelievable.
So the championship contenders, 4th, 6th, 8th, 15th and 16th. So that'll make this race very interesting now, won't it?
Are you not entertained? This is unbelievable.
And a 6-9 gets pole position. Someone should have said that earlier, lads. We're all to be in the chat there now. Dylan's retired, he's in the pitch though. Yeah. Has someone...
I'm just waiting on McGee to come in, I think. And that should be us. Wow, so the entire field that's set laps are separated by 1 second.
Just under a second. And Mayo's a reserve in tier 4, so good effort from him, to be fair.
Absolutely. Yeah, well done, Mayo. Very good lap. But Rory and McGee, 15th and 16th.
This will be interesting, won't it? Sorry, now I'm just
P1 and P2 in the championship.
Yeah. If Connell is watching, can you request the end of quali, please? Aspect. Can you request that, please? So yeah, I mean, this is look how close this is. So, a big funny guy takes another pole position in tier 2. We tend to say that every week now, don't we? Section 116 in P2, Josh and P3, Dylan 4th, and LOI Irish Gary P5, Johnny 6th, Gary Drobro 7th, Jack Carty 8th off Ferrari 4th row, Kella 9th, Spider 10th, K Flimo in 11th, Knockgack in 12th, Darwise in 13th, LOI Ryan 14th, McGee 15th, Rory Drain 16th, Mailman 17th, and of course you've Ben Ratcliffe and Conzo, who had quali bands and aspect is behind them. Yeah, Wheelo, just end of qualifying, please, if you don't mind. If you can request that, please, that would be great. It's already been done. Yep, Dan does on it. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
Okay, lads.
So, get your predictions in the chat, lads. Who you think is going to win? I am not going to say who's going to win because I'm going to curse the fella who's going to win. I said yesterday Cav would win a race. We all know how that ended. Well, actually, it wasn't my fault.
It was entirely your fault.
Someone drove very badly behind the safety car, so...
It's tricky, those safety cars. I just had too much pace.
Yeah, you were too fast for that tier.
I was. No Delta slowing me down. Yeah, so McGee, I do believe the curse is real.
Cheers, Wheelo. You know what? 7 poles in tier 2 for funny guy. I wish I had 7 poles in any race of League of Ireland. I never had one yet.
I mean, Funny Guy has been incredible in qualifying this season. If he could only tether his races together.
What are you going to go with, Cap? We're going to get your predictions now because obviously I can't predict anything. So we are ready to go. 30 seconds away.
Alright, so I am going to go with... Wait for this now. I'm actually going to go for Dylan P1. I'm going to go Johnny P2. And I'm going to go for Jack Carty in P3. I think the lads that are in that top 5 will get up there one way or the other.
Fair enough. Interesting predictions. So lads, get your predictions in the chat. Obviously it is very close. This championship has been all over the place recently. Let's see now what the lads have decided to go with outside the top 10. And, well, a pretty popular choice then.
Yeah.
Everyone bar Conzo on the medium tyres outside the top 10.
Yep, pretty standard. So, timing of the safety cars, if there is any, will be key here.
Absolutely. Interesting, 2 Alpines, 2 Mercedes and 2 Ferraris in the top 8. It's interesting to see what sort of team orders there will be between all those teams being up at the sharp end of the grid.
Yeah, and obviously Gary's starting just ahead of Jack Carty, so you'd imagine if that remains the status quo that he will release him.
We will see. Of course, we have the first lap to get through yet, and
easier said than done.
what these lads can't afford to do now is get a silly quali ban for doing something. Excuse me, lads, I'm coughing.
Yeah. And of course, there's no mistakes now either for anyone that's in that championship battle. They really have to be cautious. I mean, McGee has already had 2 moments in quali. He'll be nervous now coming into this race.
Absolutely. One other thing I'm kind of looking at here is the fact that nobody has underfueled the car, which is good to know.
Standard.
As Keller and Jack Carty have fallen a bit behind.
I think he's just about okay.
McGee's fallen a bit behind.
Oh yes. Ooh, I think we're okay. It's very close.
Mayo's fallen a bit behind. We may have to request a bit of that, but we will obviously watch it back afterwards as we get ready. We're back at the front of the grid with Funny Guy and Section. Section actually won this race for Tier 4 last season, so he has had good memories around this track. As we are getting ready then, here comes the glitch. It's an easy one, stop us off medium, and we're underway. And Section gets a great start up the inside, and he is through already. So Section 116 is through up the inside. And
Dylan's on the inside. Dylan's round.
Dylan is
He's
round.
collided with Josh.
Oh no! So Dylan is rounded on the first lap with Josh and Ada.
Spider-Man's down the inside of Keller, but
there's 4 and 5, there's 3 and 4 wide down towards turn 4. Keller runs a little bit wide, and that allows Spider-Man to get through. Great start for Jack Carty now as he's up into P6.
Someone's in the wall.
It's Conzo, I believe.
Yeah, he has. And he's missing an end plate.
Oh dear.
He went into the left-hand wall at 5.
So as it stands, it is still Section 116 leading from Funny Guy, Josh and Ada in P3 with Johnny in 4th. So what a massive change of events, and massive for the championship. Dylan having an issue on the first lap.
He doesn't appear to have damage though. I think he's just cleaned up those tyres and he's attacking Mayo now down the main straight.
Fair, I don't think he'll be too long passing Mayo, to be honest.
Mayo himself is into pit lane, yep.
So does Darwise and Conzo, so they've all had damage on lap 1. As Conzo gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So that's a wonderful start for him. I just wonder now, will we see a big DRS train now? Because the pace was so close in qualifying.
Yeah.
If it's this close in the race, will we see a big long DRS train starting from 1st all the way down to 17th, 16th or 17th? Oh, Darwise, has he been down the wall in the pit lane? He has.
Oh no.
He's lost his front wing and his car is ghosted back out onto the track. Sorry, no, that just caught my attention, but oh my god, what a terrible start for White Darwise then.
That's a long way around with no front wing.
Could get lapped here.
So out of our championship protagonists, we've Johnny in 4th, Jack Carty in 6th. The rest of the lads are struggling right now.
And there we go, Johnny and Jack Carty up 2 from the starting grid spots. Dylan all the way down 13 as Josh runs very wide out of turn 3, and we'll surely have got a track limits warning for that. DRS open. Gary looks pretty quick behind Johnny, but obviously not getting by at the moment. Conzo's off to a great start with the penalties. Our first 3-second time penalty of the evening.
Racking them up.
Absolutely.
So really interesting is McGee in 13th has Rory Drain right behind them.
Absolutely.
Both in the battle obviously. P1 and 2 in the championship as of right now. Rory will want to stay close to him.
Cav, I'm just... Oh, there was speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, Cav, I've just been asked... And Conzo's out. Where's Conzo been that? It's been on the outside of turn 3. We have a virtual safety car. Right, Cav, while we have a virtual safety car, can you check Josh Nader's track limits warnings, please?
Indeed.
I've just been requested. Any early pit stops from anybody?
2 at the moment, it looks like. Let me just verify them.
So you're saying 2 warnings, yeah?
No, only 1 is for corner cutting. I just wanted to check to be sure.
1
so
for track limits. Alright, well, I've after picking that. Well, what lap was that on? Because I picked up the one on lap 3.
So.
And we're back on the way again.
Yeah, so Josh's track limit warning is for lap 3.
Okay, well, I picked that one up, so...
So section leads the way with the Alpines and
yeah, that's
P2 and
3.
3.
I caught that 3, Jono, so... So Ryan appears to be losing the DRS train, so Knockback at the moment is able to stay with the lads on the medium tyre. McGee is dropping off as well.
Yeah.
That's because he's just past K Flemo, so maybe that's why he's slightly
Rory
struggling.
want to dispatch K Flemo now as quick as possible. Hopefully stay to the back of McGee.
Yeah, so Conzo out, Darwise out then. 18 runners still going, mate. Oh man, obviously at the back. We'll go forward to section and Funny Guy. And Funny Guy burns the overtake. Now he doesn't, and he's just going to stick behind him by the looks of it. Just defends the middle of the road. Yeah. So section does there. And Josh and Spider-Man and Keller, are they pretty close? And Keller's hitting the back of Spider-Man. Look at this.
He's giving a little
and he's up the inside. Oh, this is not going to
be tears.
Oh,
no.
That was never going to end well. And Keller is round. And they're all through, so everybody gets past Keller there.
It's very tough going into 6 and 7 too
wide. That was never going to end well. The guy was on board with Keller. And here's this big long DRS train, but LOA Ryan seems to be the cork in the bottle, and McGee is also a bit of a cork in the bottle as well, so yeah, DRS open for Funny Guy. And section defends the middle of the road again. Sector 3 is Ben Ratcliffe after losing the car. But we will... Johnny's pretty close to Josh and here too. A Funny Guy has a little bit of does a dummy, trying to distract Josh, but that didn't really work out for him.
And Knockback has now gotten detached from the soft runners, so
well, that's because Keller was in front of Keller was actually in front of them, so he's probably lost out because of that. Yes, this isn't working out too well for the medium runners at the moment. Oh, Gary Drow, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that might help Knockback.
He's right on the border.
We'll go forward again here though. Funny Guy slightly lost section 116 on this lap, but he will gain him back up again because of the DRS.
Now, Flemo has lost the DRS on McGee, but Rory Drain has it, so this will be his chance now.
And there's nothing much happening up. Oh, hold on, Jack Carty and Irish Gary. And I think Irish Gary just let him through there. Where is Irish? No, he didn't. There is
still
Irish
on the
Gary.
outside of him.
Still there. And and the side by side, but Jack wisely gets out of it. Maybe Keller could have done something similar. So good racing there between the boys.
Yeah.
We've 30 viewers at the moment. Hi everybody. If you are new to League of Ireland, please leave a like and subscribe to League of Ireland F1, and of course keep an eye up on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, because all race highlights and everything go up on those pages. Here comes this DRS train again. Joshinator is just about hanging on. Here he goes. Funny Guy's going to go for the lead here, and he's going to go around the outside of Section, and Section breaks late. And he just about gets out of it, so now it'll be Section's
have a
turn.
good run on him.
Section will now have the DRS because there's 2 detection points here. I've just seen Rory Drain has passed Flemo, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Here comes. Oh, Funny Guy moved very late in the braking zone, but he's gone in
he's
very
gonna run
wide.
Section will have a run on him here, but this.
Don't.
Yep.
Phew. That helps Josh here close the gap up a bit.
Yeah.
Sector 2. Dylan's out! Oh my, Dylan, it's a safety car now. It's a full course safety car. What will they do now? What will all these guys do on the soft tyre?
28 laps to go.
Will the mediums make it? They might just about make it. You have to be easy on the tyres. Oh, Funny Guy! A drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Not the only one to do that this week, is he? He's learning from you, isn't he?
I feel for a brother. I feel for him. My God, I know this pain.
He stays out. And Josh pits. Johnny
pits.
stays out. Gary stays out. Jack Carty pits. Spider-Man pits.
Gary Drow pits.
At this level, Tommy. At this level. Rory Drain and Keller both pit. It'll be hard compound. No, it's mediums for Section and Joshinator and Jack Carty.
Spider-Man goes to the hards, yeah.
It'll be hard for Rory Drain, I would assume. It is indeed. Keller's changing his front wing. Going on mediums. Gary Drow on mediums and Ben Ratcliffe's put it for hards.
Okay, so we have a mix of strategies coming into play now.
So the top 8 haven't stopped yet, but Funny Guy's got a drive through. Oh,
Mayo gets 5 seconds.
Actually, that mightn't be the worst thing for Mayo, because he might be able to serve that again on his next pit stop, on the next lap.
He will.
So if Mayo's clever here, he should pit for the hards. Maybe we pitted for the hards now. We could pit for mediums next lap and serve the 5-second penalty.
Definitely.
You've said that alright, Sonny. He's saying the hard compound tyre is not a bad race tyre around here, but 3 lads staying out on the soft tyre. Interesting how that's going to work out. Well, there will be 2, so Johnny will be in the lead of the race when Funny Guy serves his drive-through, which means he will probably drop to the back. Actually, he will drop to the back and has to make another pit stop.
Oh, it's a killer.
Is he pitting? He's pitting now.
I assume he knows he can't serve it. Probably just going to take his pain.
He can't take his drive-through now. He can't take it.
No, so I assume he's just getting his stop out of the way.
It has to be a pit stop.
Mediums it is.
Mediums, okay.
Okay, so Johnny leads us around.
And Mayo Man does pit. And he doesn't speed this time.
You'd have to think now we're not far away, if not at the point where the softs will start to walk away and the mediums will come into play.
The only thing is, obviously, Section 8 is the one to watch here, because he will be I know, Dan, isn't it? I mean, doing it once is bad enough, let alone doing it twice. I mean, who would have done it? Who would be dumb enough to do that twice? Who would be dumb enough to do that twice? Top of speeding under the safety car, by the way.
Don't want to wish evil on Funny Guy, but he'd take a lot of heat off me if he did it again.
He would love it if he
easily
did.
done. It's not, it's terrible.
Safety car will stay out another lap because Mayo Man hasn't caught the pack yet.
This is good for the lads who are going to be trying to stretch those mediums to the end.
Absolutely.
When I got those drive-thrus last night, all I could hear was you saying, at this level.
At this level. I mean, it has to be done, hasn't it? Like, I mean...
It does. It does. Alright, so when we get back underway, which should hopefully be this lap, this is going to be very interesting off the mark.
It'll be interesting. Gary and Johnny need to work together now and actually pull away from the pack if they can. The car they have to be concerned about, of course, is section 116.
Yeah. What'll be interesting as well is obviously McGee and Rory Drain were running pretty much side by side through that race. Rory chose to pit, so where will McGee eventually come out when he stops?
Well, we have to wait and see how it all unfolds first, but...
Of course.
I mean, starting on the mediums here this hasn't worked out for them at all.
No.
Chiggers is asking there why Irish Gary didn't pit. He's probably just not used to being up in second, to be honest with you, Paint. That's probably the reason why.
Wants a bit of TV coverage.
He does. He wants a bit of coverage in that Mercedes. He's had a little bit of it so far, to be fair.
Although an Aston Martin in P1, is anyone else even going to get a look at the cameras right now? Probably not.
Anyway.
No bias.
Mayo Man is catching the pack, so surely.
Come on,
Mayo Man pitted again for hard tyres.
Yeah. And the safety car notification came quite late on this lap.
Well, good mates with Gary, don't worry about it. Oh, here we go then. Safety car in this lap. So how will Johnny do this restart? A few different ways of doing it. Johnny is going to let the safety car go up the road, and at some point he will he'll floor the throttle, and he'll leg it off. When will that be though?
Again,
it's now. He's gone.
Be very careful.
He's gone, and be careful of people overtaking before the finish line.
Oh, looks clean so far.
Oh, there goes Aspect up the inside of K Flemo, and he's been forced off the track. The section's right behind this too.
Section has to get out of throttle.
And there goes Josh Nair. Josh Nair's up the inside with a yellow flag for Rory Drain. Oh, and Josh and Section are pretty close, and Josh is through on section 116, so Josh got through there.
And Rory Drain is missing the front wing.
He spun it at the exit of turn 2 and 3. Oh, Section hit the back of Josh Nair. Did he get away with it in terms of damage?
He looks to have.
Yeah, it looks like to me he got away with that, so
yeah,
a massive reprieve there for section 116. But the front two haven't been able to get away from Knockgak and McGee, so
Irish Gary has a snap of oversteer.
I'll have to go back in the pack here. Because Josh Naylor's trying to make his way through the field. Excuse me.
So we go around once more before we get the arrest.
Jack and Section side by side into turn 1. As Jack's got to get out of the throttle, he just about does. With Josh Naylor up ahead on Aspect, that's Rory Drain. That's 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Funny Guy's pitted as well for his drive through. Oh, Jack, that's a bit wide.
So Rory gets his new nose. He's had a lot of work to do now, though.
Oh my, I mean, it's a bit of softs, that's a bit of a weird one. Won't make them to the end, so...
One.
So again, it's just another big DRS train, except the fact that
Yeah, and of those who've
Ryan,
stopped,
oh,
Josh
right.
leads the way.
It looks like to me Ryan is just about trying to hang on here.
Aspect had a huge snap there. How he held that, I don't know. Josh has a
Oh, here
as good
comes
a run on him
Section.
as I would have thought.
Section's going to have a run at him here, is he? Oh, he's just a little bit too far back, I would have thought he is. DRS is now enabled. Section has a bit of an issue with the curb at the first corner. Sully thinks Spider-Man to win if there's no more incidents. I won't comment on that, Sully, because we know what me and predictions go like, so.
Oh, we do.
We'll just stay back here for the moment. Spider-Man on the hard tyre, so that's probably why he's saying that actually. So Sully thinks the hard tyre is actually a good race tyre, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Definitely with the lads having to stretch those mediums if we do go from here without any more safety cars.
Especially with all the fighting they're doing here in the middle sector.
Yeah. It'll be a huge
Won't
advantage.
be Knockback is pretty close to Gary here. I don't think it'll be too long before they make a pit stop here, to be honest.
Yeah. And Knockback saving his ERS quite well as well.
Keller down the field with Ben Ratcliffe. Keller's up the inside of Ben Ratcliffe.
Irish Gary's gone!
Oh
He's binned it.
no, I missed
And that
it.
has to be safety car.
Oh, I've just seen it. It is a safety car. It is a safety car. Gary has gone well, Johnny will have to pin under the safety car now, but that is great news for the lads on the mediums.
Oh, and we've an incident between Keller and Ben Ratcliffe.
Keller has lost his front wing, so we'll see what that's about. That changes things, Sully. Big time that changes things. So a second safety car then.
Are we going to blame that one on Sully?
Yeah, we will, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
That's a great call, actually. Yeah, Sully, that's your fault, for God's sake.
He had only said it. So now this will shake things up again.
That prediction lasted all of 2 minutes.
If even.
So who's pitting here then? Knockback stays out. Johnny pits.
Okay.
McGee pits. Ryan has to stay out. K. Flemo pits. And Aspect pits. Oh, be careful, lads. Hold on a second. So you have Aspect, Gary Drobro, and Keller pitting as well. White has left the session. That's alright though, because he was.
Yeah, he's long gone.
He's
This
out
will
for some
bring
reason.
Rory back into contention after a horrible few laps.
Rory might even pit here, but he's pitting for softs again.
Oh no. No, I think Rory went around. I don't think he's been in yet, has he?
I think he has.
Let's see.
It's 3 stops, I think so.
Well, certainly this lap, if he boxes for mediums, he's
Why
good to go.
Why did Ben Ratcliffe not pit? Maybe I suppose he's thinking he might get his 5-second penalty removed. Because I think it was Keller behind Ben Ratcliffe when they collided, so Keller's pitted there now. He's just coming out of the pits. So McGee now at the moment is P10 on softs.
Wow.
Look who's in front of him, it's real Johnny. On mediums.
That's going to be a stretch for McGee. I mean, without any more safety cars.
I tell you what, this race is beginning to be coming last week all over again. You're going to have lads hanging out there on the mediums.
Yeah.
You're going to have lads on hards, some on softs, and Knockback and Ryan are going to be on softs later in the race, come steaming their way back through the field.
About 4 different strategies going on here at
Oh
one
my
time.
god, what is going to work out here? That Irish Gary breaks ahead, does he, Paddy? Oh,
Section and Jack.
Harty. So Jack's
And
hit the
that's
back
important.
of Section. Jack has hit the back of Section.
And that is very
Someone
important.
request that, please. Okay, sorry, Jack. And could someone request Ben Ratcliffe and Keller, please? I don't want to do it while I'm on comms, so.
So Knockback will surely be doing his 4th safety car restart from the front, unless I'm mistaken.
Absolutely.
Interesting to see what he does.
Now that's it. Now it could. Do you know what? It might fall back into the hands of Spider-Man. You know that mistake.
Definitely could.
That could be very costly. That.
Yeah.
Especially with Dylan out and McGee. I think on a different strategy. Rory Drain's going to catch the pack this lap. So can the Soft do 19 laps? I don't think so.
It's a big ask.
Oh my god! I nearly hit him again there.
So,
He's caught
assuming we'll get back racing here.
Rory Drain has caught the pack. Which probably means, if we go then...
Yeah. Okay, we're getting back on the way.
The safety car is in this lap. Now, how will Knockback do this restart? He's backing them up a little bit. Ryan needs to be careful. He's carrying a bit too much speed.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's bolted.
Someone could be caught napping because of that.
Ryan stays with him, but Josh is a bit behind.
Flemo McGee. And Funny Guy and Gary Drobro. And Johnny and Mayo Man. When did they overtake? Oh my god. There was it's the yellow flag. Who is it? Who's gone?
Ryan.
It's Ryan. LOI Ryan. Oh no. It's not going to be another one, are we?
Oh, and Mayo.
It's McGee and Funny Guy.
Has been hit
and
there,
McGee's gone wide. Has McGee lost his front? Oh, there's a Funny Guy's around. Gone backwards there in the wall, and he's
still going somehow.
Absolutely. Johnny has left Ben Oh, sorry. Johnny's been let through by his teammate Ben Ratcliffe. What has happened there?
That has been a messy restart.
There's going to be a few things requested there. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that back afterwards and request bits from that, lads. So no idea. Anyway, here's Josh and Ada. Ben Ratcliffe hasn't got the pace.
Aspect is lining up Ben.
Gonna go around the outside of him, and he's going to be through.
Yeah, Ben's not fighting it. So far, Knockback is looking tidy on those old mediums.
Funny Guy's now pitted.
Yeah,
cheers,
his front wing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was messy between 3 and 4.
Absolutely, it's messy at turn 1 as well, because there was a few cars I think overtook before the finish line. Which, of course, as we both know, is not allowed.
No.
Gary Drow and Keller is through on Gary Drow, bro.
Yeah. Johnny's looking racy behind Spider-Man.
Yeah, because remember, because Jack Carty's got his penalty, so he's got a great opportunity to eat into McGee's lead going into next week's race. As things stand. Oh, and
Johnny's tapping.
Did he hit him? Did he lose his front wing? No, he didn't. I think he'll just about get away with that.
Spider gets a bad exit, so Johnny has that.
And Aspect's on him with DRS open, with of course Spider has the DRS, but he's not using the ERS, and Aspect dives up the inside. And Spider was left with nowhere to go there. Oh, he's there, he's still around the outside, look at this. This is Keller and Spider all over again. Oh, and they both leave themselves enough space, and they both survive for another day. Section 116 having a bit of a red bar.
Johnny's now having a go at Jack Carty.
Not there,
Johnny has a lot of pace. A lot of pace on those mediums. Obviously he has the tyre advantage on all these lads in front.
Absolutely not. Like for me at the moment, because I don't think Aspect is going to the end on those tyres. You're thinking it's between Josh Section and Johnny for now. Actually, why have I said that? Here comes McGee and Ben Ratcliffe, and that's a good overtake up the inside. And Josh is through for the lead.
comfortably gets him with the DRS overspeed.
Flemo gets ahead of Spider-Man. There's a yellow flag. It's not Spider-Man. It is. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is spun in turn 1. Knockback doesn't fight Josh in either that house. So Josh is now through in clear air on his mediums. Can he get to the end? I think he can. With the fact there's been 2 safety cars, I think he can go to the end now. I think he'll be fine.
Johnny is all over the back of Jack. Obviously both of these men in the championship battle, so this is important. Johnny will know that.
Oh, Johnny nearly loses it. Here comes Aspect. He's not going to dive here, is he? No, he doesn't. The one thing with Aspect and Flemo and McGee here, though, is their tyres will fall away at the end, I would have thought.
Aspect has an overspeed on Johnny. He's going up the inside, and now he's Jack Carty's slipstream.
He's just let him through. Johnny has just let him through. I think that's a smart move.
I think so. I don't think there's a point in fighting it. Not right now.
Because I think... Oh, here comes section. Josh is not getting up the road.
No.
Knockback's got good pace.
He has fallen away from the DRS train as well, which I'm surprised with.
Knockback's got good pace on those old mediums.
It does, bear in mind the laps they've done is lower.
Yeah, that shows you how long they should be able to go, so I think the lads on the mediums should get to the end, you would have thought, especially Josh now is practicing free air. Oh, Knockback's on a little bit too wide there. Just as I was praising him.
There's not much left in those mediums.
Yeah, maybe there isn't.
He is struggling.
Jack Carty, Aspect's all over the back of Jack Carty for the moment.
Yeah, and Section I think is eyeing up Knockback here.
He is. Knockback is losing time. I wonder will he dive in the pits and avoid the battle?
He does.
He does.
Yeah. I think
Section
that's a good call.
Section needs to burn it now and get in at the DRS one of Josh and Ada, which I think he will do.
Yeah.
And Aspect's up the inside and he's through on Jack Carty. Oh, Jack loses the rear there.
Yeah. But Johnny's not close enough.
Look at Flemo. Okay, Flemo on Johnny. Can he get up the inside?
No,
he gets out of it. Good call. I don't think that was quite going to work. Rory Drain has passed Ben Ratcliffe. Rory Drain back in the points.
McGee has now got himself back within a couple of tenths of Flemo.
McGee now has got himself back on the train. It's now Keller who's the one who can't stay with the train. So Knockback has come out in 13th on a new set of softs, but they will definitely go to the end. Is that Johnny going up the inside? Oh, Johnny gets 3 seconds. That could be very important too.
Yeah, the way we see the gaps at the moment, that could be a lot of positions lost.
Absolutely. How is all this going to work out in the end?
There are so many different strategies happening right here now.
Here comes Johnny then. On Jack, it's too risky. Oh, there's a Section and Aspect side by side.
Aspect goes around the outside. That's a good move.
Through. So Aspect makes a great move there. Goes up into 2nd place. But again, the question is, will his soft tyres be able to last?
Yeah. He has also burned all of his ERS, so he's going to need to do a bit of harvesting.
He needs to stay with Josh.
Yeah, or he'll be a sitting duck.
So it's the top 7 then. Here are your top 7. 2 Red Bull, Haas, Aston Martin, Ferrari, McLaren, Alfa Romeo and Alpine.
Yeah, Rory Drain snuck back up to P9. He'll do well to get those softs all the way to the end though. There won't be much left on them if he does. I know they haven't done full distance on safety car laps, but still.
They put it under the 2nd safety car, so it wasn't even the first one.
Exactly.
So here we go again then. Aspect's very close, isn't he? He's going to go
he's
through
hunting
here.
Josh.
And Josh and he doesn't fight it, so Aspect goes into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Just tries to stay with him.
This is now where they might be able to get stretched out. Johnny and Jack Carty again.
Josh is going to have Aspect here, I think. Aspect moves the inside line. Ooh.
No, he doesn't. As Knockback does the new fastest lap of the race, he's catching the lads on the hard tyres very, very quickly.
Yeah.
How far up can he get? I wonder. With all this fighting going on out front, I wonder how far up he can get. The fact he's in free air. What is he at the moment? He's 16 seconds off the lead. He's got a lot of work to do yet, but you never know. Tyres going off.
Could easily come towards him, alright.
And the amount of penalties going on too at the moment. Things might start to open up for him a little bit.
McGee is just minding his business in 7th here at the moment. Not pushing too hard.
Keller's starting to catch the pack up again. Look at that, he's only 1.1 behind now.
Yeah.
Here goes the
Aspect.
Aspect.
McGee nearly loses it.
Oh
wow. That's a big snap, and he's lost the back of Flemo now.
Here comes Johnny and Jack Carty again. Jack is derating, and Johnny's going to go around the outside.
All this while Flemo's sitting behind them with a good bit more ERS.
Just sit there, mate. That's all you should be doing. Jack's still in the DRS just about. And Johnny's up the inside. I think Johnny's going to get it done this time. Is he? Is he? No,
he's not.
He doesn't quite make it.
A little flick of contact there, I think.
But these two fighting are allowing Section and allowing Joshinator to get up the road a little bit now.
Yeah.
Keller's after catching the pack now.
Aspect hasn't been able to gap Josh at all, so Josh is sitting in a nice position with 70% of his battery still there as well to work with.
Who's winning this one, lads? Type in the chat. Who thinks going to win it? Because I can't call this at the moment. Because I don't think Aspect's going to make them titles last. Actually, hang on a second. Aspect's on a new set of softs. Will that make any difference, I wonder?
I think it's going to be close. I definitely think he's going to try.
Well, he's going to try. He's up to lose. He may as well go for the win.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jack Carty nearly loses it again, and Johnny cuts the chicane, and Jack's not got DRS this time, but through goes Johnny. Yeah. Jack just about gets out of it, but Johnny really needs to start showing his pace now, though. He needs to stay with Josh and Section.
Johnny's tyres should be in their sweet spot now, so
absolutely.
This is time.
He should have the best tyres of all of them here. And so should Keller. I wonder. Keller's on the back of this as well. It's just sneaking along under the radar. See, the problem for Johnny is he's going to lose a lot of time on this lap. Because of the DRS, you can see how powerful it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Carty and Johnny again very close. With Kay Flemo at the best seat in the house watching all that going on. And McGee's pretty close to Flemo as well then.
Jack's born on that ERS, or what's left of it. Oh, he's trying to go around the outside.
Oh,
he just about hangs on. Good racing from the two lads.
Excellent stuff, but they're just losing time.
Yeah. 2 seconds now to gap the section.
Meanwhile, Knockback is clear. Mailman is right on the back of Spider-Man, so surely Spider will just get out of his way. No way, Spider should be holding him up really.
No, he might give him the DRS down the main
look at
straight.
this now, Johnny's able to pull away in the middle sector, she's got more grip. Oh, Jack's lost the rear.
Yeah, Flemo's quite close, he's born it this time.
So is McGee. I think McGee fancies.
Jack's derating.
Jack's going to be in trouble after the race as well.
Flemo's going to send it, I think.
He's sending
it
up inside, and he makes the corner, and Jack. Oh, they both leave themselves a little bit of room. McGee's going to make this
McGee's
3
having
wide.
A run here.
Oh, there's a back marker coming out as well, is there not?
There is, it's funny guy. So Flemo gets it done.
It does, just about. There goes Knockback on Spider-Man. That wasn't too hard for him. And now He's unlapping himself, funny guy. Oh no, man, no, no, no.
Oh, he
That's
can't go through the top 4 here. This is distracting for the
very
lads.
distracting. The only thing is, if I were Johnny, I'd actually let him go, and you get the DRS of him.
Yeah, he needs to try use him.
He's not doing that though. Have to go out front. Here comes Josh. Is he close enough? No. Is Flemo going to be close enough on Johnny?
He's going around the outside.
Oh, Flemo gets 3 seconds. Who else got 3 seconds there? Someone else got 3 seconds. Here comes Jack Carey. He's going to go back through. There's McGee as well. Oh no, this is going to end disaster.
Yeah, McGee is watching the 2 lads here who are at it again.
Oh my days,
Johnny
that's so
and Jack
close to Johnny
wheels.
and Jack Carty. And oh, this is a disaster, isn't it? Side by side, turn 6.
Johnny gets out. Oh, but he's still there. Jack didn't get a good exit.
Oh my days, they're still side by side, and Johnny squeezes Jack a little bit.
Oh, no,
Jack,
Jack,
be careful!
Oh, he's coming across into McGee's path. Oh, McGee's around.
McGee gets through. Where's Keller? Keller's up the inside somewhere, and Jack has gone wide.
Jack is on the grass.
Jack is on the grass. This is a nightmare.
Oh, and Knockgack's after getting Rory Drain. Again, important in the championship. Rory ran wide. I think he was distracted by Jack.
But now McGee's going to score all of them at the moment.
Yeah, he is indeed.
It's Keller pits. So Keller had a bit of damage in there somewhere. And here goes Joshinator. Joshinator for the lead. And he doesn't quite make it, but I wonder now, are the soft compound tyres beginning to give up on Aspect?
Seems that way. Plus he hasn't saved any batteries, so he's not a lot to defend with here.
Absolutely not.
You know, Section's just sitting there as well. He's not out of this yet.
Absolutely not. Because I think he'll get his penalty removed. So this is the closest battle on the track at the moment, so we'll stay with this. This Keller gets another 3 seconds. If I was Section, I'd just hold that battery. You're not going anywhere, mate.
Johnny's coming at Flemo, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. No. He may
McGee's dropping back. Look at this, McGee's starting to drop back.
I wonder did McGee take a little bit of damage in all of those?
I think his tyres could be giving up on him. And they're very close again for the lead. Yellow flag, is it Ben Ratcliffe? It could well be, or is it just a glitch?
Yeah, McGee's car looks
alright. Look at Knockgack. Knockgack's on the back of Jack Carty now.
Yeah, this is important as well.
Okay, yeah, so
bear in mind, if Knockgack can even close up to the back of Johnny.
Here comes Joshinator for the lead.
Go behind
and Aspect goes defensive up the inside. Joshinator has a bit of contact with him, so surely Section 116 is looking at this. Licking his lips.
Knockgack is true.
Save it, Josh. Not going to get around, mate. Oh, you might do. Hold on. Oh, he's too far behind again. Is Johnny going to send it? No, he doesn't. Not yet.
Ben gets 3 seconds. Keller steals the fastest lap.
Lap as a race. Just an 8 flat. That's all. Mayo and Gary Trowbrough having a battle down the back end. But we have to focus on what's going on out here. Excuse me. How much tyres have all these three got left?
Yeah.
That's going to be the question now here.
I mean, Johnny must
Oh,
fancy himself
funny
behind
guy's
Flemo.
lapping them, unlapping himself. Oh, he's
no.
getting into play. Here comes Josh again. I think
He's got great speed this time. He just needs to hold his
Oh,
line.
does he turn on him? No, Josh takes the lead, and the Aspect loses
Aspect
front wing.
hits the back of him.
No, he doesn't. Ben Ratcliffe's round again. And his
Section's
teammate.
coming at Aspect now.
Oh, funny guy's getting involved as well, and Aspect gets out of it. I wonder if he got damage. I wonder has he got damage.
Didn't seem like he did in his front wing, but it could be.
So as it stands, McGee could be on for a podium here. Aspect slowing down. Aspect must have damage or something. Or else his tyres have just completely given up on him.
Could be. Could have lost his momentum.
What will help Section here is the fact that Funny Guy's in play. Oh, he gets out of his way.
Intact, so it must be tyres. Johnny will fancy his chances now. He's gotten Flemo and he's gonna hopefully get Aspect.
No, he's not going. He's not going to now. Sorry.
Yeah, Johnny has good speed here.
Johnny will surely get him here now. Oh,
more
make
contact.
A bit of contact, but a bit of wheel banging there, really. But
and Flemo should have Aspect here as well, you know? And he does. And McGee, will he go?
This is big for the World Championship. McGee's up the inside, and I think he's through, and he is. So Aspect is really, he's dropping down very quickly then.
Yeah, those tyres are shot.
Absolutely, but so we're 1.5 laps to go now, and Section's caught back up to Josh and Ada. I think Section's penalty will get removed. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it will do.
I think you could be right, so this could be potentially for the lead.
Oh, Flemo loses the car slightly then. And Aspect is completely dropping away. And look who's catching him. It's not Gak is catching him now.
Yeah, late contender.
Here comes Section for the lead. And he's not quite there. Funny Guy gets involved again.
Section gets a good exit.
210 or 210 per now. Here comes Section.
He's got the
Joshua
speed.
can't fight him. He's up the inside. I believe Section 116 takes the lead now of the race. But of course, we still have one run left to go up to the finish line later. Josh will not go up the inside there, surely, and he doesn't.
So as it stands, McGee will take that last podium place.
He will. That's a Section's penalty though. If it doesn't get removed, he'd be P2.
Correct.
Could he be world champion today? He's not far off it, you know. We'll do the maths in a second, but
yeah, he'll certainly be in a very strong position coming into Singapore.
It will be Section who crosses the line first. I don't think Josh will catch him. No, McGee won't be champion. I've just been told maybe he won't be, because Johnny's obviously up here as well. So Section will take the flag. Josh and Ada is second. So McGee has jumped. We're going to double check Section's penalty, but we think that it's Section who has won it. It just depends on his penalty is for.
Yeah.
So as it stands right now, Josh Naylor has won it. McGee second, Johnny is third, Section in P4. But okay, Flemo, great effort from him being P5. Aspect 6, Spider-Man only 0.03 of a second behind in P7.
Did Knockak have an instant on his last lap? Expected him higher than that. Done.
He's no front wing.
Yeah, he'd gone past Spider.
I've just been confirmed Section after 5 seconds removed. So Section's going to win it.
So Section's our Grand Prix winner.
Section's won it. Well done, Section.
And we've been treated once more.
What an unbelievable race. So, Go on, Cap, do the honours.
Well, of course. So, in P1, we should have then section 116. Obviously, his 5 seconds will be, as far as we're concerned, removed. We'll have Josh Nader then in P2, McGee in P3 in the Red Bull, Johnny in P4, followed by Flemo in P5. Aspect finishes P6 after trying to hold on to those softs. Spider-Man P7. Not Gak with an instant on his last lap, it would seem, in P8. Jack Carty P9 and Rory Drain in P10. We have Kellett in P11, Mayo in 12, Gary Drow in P13, Ben Ratcliffe P14, and Big Funny Guy rounding out the finishers in P15. What a race.
What a race is right. I'm just trying to do the maths here now very quickly.
Better you than me. But yeah, we are set up for next week, one way or the other.
Jack Carty at the moment. If it stays the way it is and Section has his 5-second penalty removed, we've got 5 drivers who could win the World Championship next week.
Wow.
Which is McGee, Johnny, Section, Rory Drain and Jack Carty. Now, of course, we'll have to wait for the stewards report to confirm that. We will obviously get them up as quickly as we can. We've got a lot of incidents from that race, everyone, so we'll do our best with it to get it up excuse me, as quickly as possible. It is Danjo on report this week, everyone, so sorry Danjo, you've got a bit of work to do, mate, so
sorry neighbour.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of work to do, unfortunately, so let's get the boys in here.
No problem.
2 seconds out, I'll get them in and out.
Thanks, Scott.
So we have got
Section Josh and McGee, isn't it?
McGee, yeah, and Section. McGee's appearing offline, is he? Won't be appearing. Is he appearing offline? He is, yeah. You don't know how much that drives me up the wall.
Oh, I do. I sit here with you every week.
Right, the boys should be invited to this, are they not? Nope, with a notification. Oh shit. Hold on, 2 seconds. Sorry lads, I've joined a different party by mistake. I pressed the wrong button. There we go, press the wrong button. Sorry about that everybody, I just had pressed the wrong button there.
You do 1 and 3, Colin?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
It's correct, boys.
Oh, where are we, Josh?
Hey, Josh.
What's up, lads?
Oh, where are we? We're just waiting on Section there now. We actually know what, we may as well get started. I hate to bear the news to you, Section's going to get 5 seconds removed for the two of you. So Section's actually going to win it, so just to let you know that. So it is McGee in P3 in the Red Bull. So usually the championship leader is not the place you want to be going into a tier 2 race, but actually it turned out pretty well for you today.
Qualifying didn't. Qualifying was awful, but I don't know how I've pulled that out. I the whole way I started on mediums, pitted the safety car. Happened, and I pitted earlier than I wanted to, and I was worried that the sauce wouldn't make it. But I was with Real Johnny and I forget who else it was, and just the three of us just kept going and going.
Yeah,
that's who it was. Yeah. And the three of us just kept going forward and catching everybody.
Excellent stuff, excellent. So obviously it must have been a very fun race. What actually happened to you in Quali, McGee, if you don't mind me asking? Because we kind of missed what happened to you a little bit. You just couldn't get the laps together over there.
Ran out of talent. I spun on my out lap, I spun on my hot lap, and then I spun on the hot lap.
Yeah, we lost it. We actually saw bits of it, unfortunately, yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, no, just...
anyway,
just the 3 awful laps, and then had to pull it together for the race.
Of course, Colin, don't worry.
Absolutely. I didn't curse anyone. I didn't curse anyone tonight. Well, not you anyway, so thankfully. Anyway, so you are still championship leader going to Singapore next week. We think as it stands you have a 14-point championship lead on Real Johnny going to Singapore. So any expectations, or do you have any... How are you feeling about that now? I mean... This is it. Next week's the one.
Yeah, that's it. Just have to do the same as I did tonight. You know, if things go wrong early doors, just got to put in the consistent laps and just see him again. Really.
Absolutely. What would it mean to you if you were to be champion next week? What would it mean?
Love it. there's been too much stress for it not to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That whenever halfway through these races, the heart just starts going.
I know myself, we all know ourselves. Anyway, congratulations, Mickey, and we'll see you again next week, hopefully. Just so you know, I think, I have it written down here very quickly, bits of this might change. We are 14 ahead of Johnny, 21 ahead of Section, and we think you're 24 ahead of Rory Drain and Jack Carty. So we think that's the standings as it stands right now, but we'll get that confirmed. See you during the week.
Keep an eye on.
So, anyway, best of luck to you next week.
Cheers.
Mr. Josh.
What's the crack?
How are you? That was summarised from your perspective. P3, I think, remember right, in quali, and then obviously into P2. We think it'll obviously end up after all the penalties and everything else is dished out. How was quali in the race for you?
Quali, it was decent. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get a 6.9 at all. I wasn't expecting to get into the sixes. It was my best that I've done out of any practice quali, so I was happy with that.
Wow.
I think that was the best I could have done. Then the start of the race was fine. No positions lost, no positions gained, and then of course with the safety car, all the confusion and all. Ended up, I think, I ended up first then, and had, was it Aspect on the softs, and race at Lee was quick. He was very, very quick on the softs. Fair play to him, but they fell off. He was going too long on those softs. But they fell off. But thought I had the win in the bag. But Section he saved his ERS, saved it all to the very I think it was the second last lap he took me then, and I just didn't have the tyre grip, didn't have the ERS or anything to get past him. So it was very well played by him. Played smarter than me, but I'll take the P2 anyway.
Oh yeah, great result. And me and Colin were loving the race because there was about 6 different strategies going on at once. We were having a hard time working out where the fuck everyone was going to finish up. I mean, did you realise you were in such a strong position kind of towards the end?
Yeah, I knew the pit stop. After the pit stop, I was in net P2, and then after a restart, I took Section, and I knew, or whoever was in front of me, I think it was Section. I knew I was in net P1 then, but then, of course, another safety car came out and it threw it all in the bin. So, but you know what? Like, if you're to say to me at the start of the race I was going to get a P2, I'd be happy out with that.
Yeah, of course, and I think that's your second podium of the season after your win in Monaco, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the season overall, how's it planned out for you? I mean, obviously, I assume with your pace, you probably expected to be in more close contention.
Yeah, it was a very rough one. After the win in Monaco, I thought then, like, I wanted to win it from the start, but then the Netherlands, of course, penalties. I did win it, but penalties brought me down to 8th, and 8th was like my average finish. So it was just kind of bad luck, just bad strategies, just all the sorts, you know. Just this today, I was just trying to get the best result I can, not worrying about the championship, just go, you know.
And good to get back on track. And obviously that's what I was going to say. We go to Singapore for the last one. How are you fixed around there?
I'm not too bad in Singapore now. I'm not too great. I wouldn't be you never know. Like with this tier, there could be 10 safety cars, there could be no safety cars. So depending on how many safety cars come out, I could be back talking to us again.
Please God, well listen, well done and good luck
next
week.
Sound.
Yeah, well done to you tonight, Josh, and best luck to you for next week. So we have got a winner, Section 116. The second time in 2 years you have won in Brazil, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. I hate the track.
Very weird how that works out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You
it
do well at
is.
tracks you don't
Very
like.
strange. Like we don't practice, like roaring abuse at it, and then here we are.
Oh, I know. Anyway, I forget you qualified P2 on the grid, so
Yeah.
of course quali worked out well for you on a track you don't like. You did well in quali.
Yeah.
And yeah, the race then went pretty much going well for you, really. Talk us through the race from your point of view, because there were so many things happening in the race. I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, I got funny guy off the start, and then I was going well till the safety car came out, and I forget where I was after the safety car restart though, but I know Josh got me. Then I was sad for a few laps, then another safety car came out. Then, still behind Josh, I kind of just stayed behind Aspect and Josh while they battled, and then the last lap, I think I got both of them on the last lap. Or, no, I got Aspect the lap before the last lap.
Yeah.
Got Josh the last lap, and fucking heart was beating very fast.
Yeah, obviously, because we didn't obviously see what happened between you and Jack Carty. We assumed Jack Carty went to the back. Is that correct? Or?
Yeah. No, he apologised and all that. So
Yeah, fair. And that's okay. Yep. So next week now, we have to look forward. Now you are at the moment 21 points behind going into Singapore. I mean, you need to win next week to do it. Can you do it?
Yeah, I think I can. I just need someone to take out McGee. Anyone, I'll pay.
I'll do it.
Someone might go around and switch off his Wi-Fi. Is it?
I'll be wrapped in bubble wrap next week.
Yeah. Make sure the Wi-Fi is working next week, Mickey. Anyway, there's that much. Yeah. So anyway, well done tonight's section on your win.
Thank you very
and
much.
that is that. Well done to everyone tonight. Thank you, Cav, for joining me this evening.
Thanks as always, Colin.
And that is that for Tier 2. So we will have a championship decider. We will update the standings during the week as we go. Now, we have a Tier 1 race tomorrow. I think, Josh, you're going to be pretty excited for that.
Oh, of course I am, as always.
A wet Tier 1 race.
Yeah, but unfortunately we have had some news about Shifters, one of the drivers, and we will be doing a lap of honour for a member of his family, as one member of his family passed away a few days ago. So we will be doing a lap of honour in respect for him. So hope everything is going well for you, Shifters. Hopefully everything is going well and we're all here for you, as we've always have been for anybody in this situation. And that will get underway tomorrow at 10 PM tomorrow night. Josh, you will be in the box, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, of course I will.
You will, absolutely. And then of course we have the Tier 4 race coming up. Or Tier 3 even, sorry, my apologies. At 9 PM on Wednesday. And then we get ready for the finale next week, next Monday night. Who will be champion? There's only one way to find out. Come and join us next Monday night. So until then, bye bye for now, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you again very soon.